Hello friends, today I'll be discussing about a very interesting topic which is related to mathematics. Is math teaching in India robotic, or do we simply blindly follow the steps to get into a solution? It is very interesting. So now a lot of the time it happens that you completed your class 12 and you get into engineering, and sometimes what happens whenever you are just you will taught about a lot of subjects related to linear algebra, determinant matrices, and some of the portion associated with physics like gradient divergence curls. But most of the time we don't have the intuition to understand it. Let's say for a very specific example, okay, from the class 12 you have been taught about determinant, right? Now you know how to estimate determinant, you know how to calculate determinant from matrices, or you know how to extract eigenvalues and eigenvectors from a matrices. But you don't really know. Sometimes I'm not saying that everyone don't know, but most of the people don't know about why are you doing it. Why do you need to estimate determinant? Why do you need to extract eigenvalues and eigenvectors from a matrices? Why do you need to estimate the gradient divergence and curls? It is very interesting. Now, without having that intuition behind it, how do you think that you'll be getting interest into mathematics? Think about it. And it is very interesting. Like in most of the time in engineering, the linear algebra is a very crucial portion, right? Because it has a huge applications in most of the engineering solutions, most of the engineering branches of engineering. So most of the time what happens, like I can tell you my experiences. Now, whenever I was around, I think in class 12, in the second or third year, okay, in the mathematics classes. So it was about the Fourier transformation. Now, he just wrote the definition of Fourier transformation. I said that where from it is coming. Now his answer was, this is the definition of Fourier transformation. Then I asked the same question, that why it is the definition of Fourier transformation, what is the intuition behind it? Then I didn't get into the argument, so I skipped it actually. But it really frustrated me at the time, because without even understanding the intuition, why do you need to blindly follow these steps to get an answer or to get a good marks into the at the end? Because if you don't understand it, if you don't understand why, what is associated with the determinant, why do you need to calculate it? How do you get interest into that mathematics, right? How do you get the intuition or the interpretation in your mind that you should do something, we should have applied it to a different field, right? So if you don't have a solid intuition behind everything, then the frustration will naturally come in engineering. That's why a large portion of engineering students, let's say they are in the first year of engineering or second year of engineering or third year of engineering, or maybe in the final year of engineering, they eventually get frustrated about the process. So somehow I think we need to change the pattern of education. Now, I'm not saying that most of the professors are like this. I'm not saying that very few professors will find that who used to digest the subject intuitively and used to recreate in our classes delightfully, so you can understand it very easily. But for most of the time, it is very difficult for us to grasp the intuition behind each and every subject of mathematics. Maybe it could be related to your geometric interpretation, or it could be related to your interpretation about application, why I'm applying these things to this. So basically, if we can decompose the whole thing into one particular sentence, then why are you doing this particular operation in mathematics, and what are you doing it? Why are you doing it actually? So I think we need to change the system of education, or the way we visualize the mathematics. So here I will recommend a very important channel. So in my engineering, I really got frustrated about the way they used to teach mathematics, and really, so after getting the MSc, or maybe after MSc, so I came across a very important, very interesting channel, which is 3 Blue 1 Brown. So I personally recommend you to go through that channel and understand the intuition behind determinant matrices and all other operations. Today I understand why it is needed. is all about orientation and the squeezing of spaces, right? So you get more about it, and seriously, because had I been able to come across that channel at that time, it would have been less frustrated for me, seriously, personally speaking. So I think for most of the professors, also they need to understand this. They need to focus more on it, actually, because they need to understand. And it is not like that you are just bringing some notes from just noting it down from a book and just copying it into the board, and the people will do the same thing. People will blindly copy it, and they will commit those things at the last, prior to the examination, and vomit into the paper. Actually, it's just a chain reaction, right? So I think we need to change. We need to change this particular intuition. If you don't have that intuitive understanding, how do you think that you can recreate or you can innovate new things? Actually, how do you think that you can extract patterns? How do you think you can innovate new things or discover new things? Once you will get detachment from the subject, and the second one, it will be something kind of a robotic process, right? So that's why my personal suggestion is, you ask that professor or that the teacher, actually, why you are doing it. Actually, what is the intuition behind it? You ask it. So it is so from a student community, or it is the responsibility of the students who are in the first year, second year, or third year of engineering, or maybe in the final of engineering. You ask that question: why am I doing it? Why I am doing estimating the Fourier transformation? We are carrying out the operation of Laplace transformation, or what is the understanding of gradient or divergence and curl, right? A lot of things. So I think if we can focus it on a very intuitive way, we won't be able to frustrate. Most of the time, I think a large portion of the student used to get frustrated into mathematics because of that thing. They don't have the solid foundation or understanding of mathematics, intuition behind it, why they're doing. They simply blindly follow the steps, and will naturally, it won't be interested. So you won't be interested into the mathematics anymore if you blindly follow the steps. So I think there are systematic understanding, systematic intuition behind all the steps. So please follow the good YouTube channels for mathematics. I think I'll recommend. I have recommended already the 3 Blue 1 Brown channel. It's very interesting channel. So you can see, you can observe that channel, and really, I think today I really understand what is the intuition behind the linear algebra, man. And I really got help most of the time. So thank you. So my in conclusion, what I would say is, like, yeah, in life, a lot of the time we become robotic about not only mathematics, we become robotic about everything. So without having this solid foundation, and if we don't have that solid foundation, I don't think we can produce a good research. Maybe I'm talking about the people who are much more research oriented, right? So it is my personal recommendation that please understand those mathematics. I think you'll be less frustrated, and mathematics will be a lot of fun, man. Actually, it is a funny thing. It's a pure understanding, right? So please, so that's it, gentlemen. Today I won't talk a lot about it. Okay, you already know about what's happening all around the country. So my personal request to all of you: stay at home and be safe, and take mathematics in a very different way. Okay, intuitively. And if you like this video, I should say that you should share this video as much as possible, because we need to understand that we need to change that education system. I don't want my brothers and sisters to be getting frustrated into the process of engineering. Please, today it is in your hand, and I think you can change it. Once again, thanks from the symmetrical complexity. As I always say, the complexities in our life, they're having sort of symmetry. Okay, so if you like this video, please share and subscribe it. And that's it today. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll be getting deeper into the topic that I previously mentioned about the permanent happiness. I'll definitely make a video. I'm still understanding it from my own experiences, and I'll be getting back to another video. Okay, so stay safe, and I think things will get stable regarding the COVID. But yeah, continue to mathematics, continue to work, okay, from home. And thank you for watching this. Yeah, thank you.